You're now listening to a Bobby Johnson beat.
Hey, word on the street, I'm a suspect. Hanging with the killers in the projects. Tato on the barrel, keep quiet. Catch a nigga slipping from behind. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. Wipe a nigga out like an outbreak. Wipe him out. Chopper start bustin', make the house shake. Fuck nigga sweeter than a pound cake. Your eyes on your chin, better watch what your mouth say. Watch it. Lean with the footballs, got a nigga trippin'. Fuck it, nigga keep sippin'. Dirty AK with the beam on it. Clip so long I can lean on it. Free my niggas like behind bars. Move 100 pounds for a lawyer, beat the charge. Beat it. Pack tech down, run the ballet marshal fault. If a nigga try to rob, fucking hit him with the hoe. Word on the street, I'm a suspect. Hanging with the killers in the projects. Tato on the barrel, keep quiet. Catch a nigga slipping from behind. OG Bobby Johnson. OG
What up, West Coast Bells? What up?
OG Bobby Johnson.
What up?
OG Bobby Johnson. 100 bands on your head, get the job done. Throw it up, nigga, where you from? Whole hood hot, cause your nigga hitting licks. Ain't made a meal yet, but he still nigga rich. Stick 'em up.
What's going on, God?
How you want it, nigga? Full of the semi. Lurking for the cash, searching for the bag. Young nigga wild, throwing up flags. Shooters on the roof with a scope. Money back on treat shit like
Hey,
the Pope.
Janelle, what up?
Work the blocks like the Kimbe in the post. Nigga hit it with the folk. Word on the street, I'm a suspect. Hanging with the killers in the projects. Tato on the barrel, keep quiet. Catch a nigga slipping from behind. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. It's the niggas that you trust that'll probably turn fed. Hating on your heart cause you're rockin' Hermes. Especially if your money long, guarantee it turn heads. Ray tell it all, gotta watch the Sherm head. Hey, jealousy, that's a bitch nigga trait. These niggas snakes wanna know what you make. Grimy ass hoe, do you like the wrist tape? Young nigga running with the cannon. Never let a nigga see you panic. Dope boys in the hood working with the Hispanics. On the phone with the plug, niggas speaking Spanish. Word on the street, I'm a suspect. Hanging with the killers in the projects. Tato on the barrel, keep quiet. Catch a nigga slipping from behind. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson.
What up?
OG Bobby Johnson.
Hey.
OG Bobby Johnson.
Hey.
OG Bobby Johnson.
Hammer Time Funk, what up?
OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson.
Yeah.
OG Bobby Johnson.
Yeah.
OG Bobby Johnson.
Okay.
OG Bobby Johnson.
What's going on, y'all? What's going on?
Johnson.
Yeah.
OG Bobby Johnson.
Yeah.
OG Bobby Johnson.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome. Man, y'all, I had to chime in on this right here now. I know I've done a couple of lives that was talking about some of the allegations and all that kind of stuff, but now the chickens are coming home to roost. Now all of the speculation, all of the what if, all of those things are now a reality. They have finally started moving on P. Diddy and his enterprise. They are finally making that move. Y'all hold real quick. Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all, I'm back. So what's going on? Miss Mo. What's going on? All right, y'all. So look, let's get into this. So, this live is called The End of Sean Combs. Homes raided. His home in Miami was raided, and I believe the one in California was raided. Sons in custody. Okay, we, as those of us that we read the paperwork, we saw that one of his sons was definitely implicated in that shooting incident with the friend when they had the argument in P. Diddy house, and then they went to the bathroom. What's up, April Showers Network? How you doing? And then they went to the bathroom, and all of a sudden the shot went off. They said in the paperwork that they shot him in the stomach or something like that, or in the leg, one of those things. But of course the guy, you know, they got this no snitch thing now where people don't tell nothing. Maybe he told who shot him. You know what I mean? You never know. It's going to all come out, y'all. It's going to all come out. And then my question for y'all is it over? Is it finally all of these? Now I'm going to tell you my personal opinion. When that girl Cassie came out, as soon as he paid her, it was over. It was over. The feds probably looked at that and said, guilty. Guilty, guilty, guilty. First of all, he didn't even, I don't even think he took a breath before he stroked the check to her. And I think sometimes people, maybe he thought she was bluffing that she would not come out. But when that doggone thing dropped and we read it, oh, it was crazy. So y'all, let's go ahead and I want to show y'all some information. Let me give a shout out to Riri. Riri be keeping me up on this kind of stuff, man. Lesmit1, what up? How you doing? What's up, Hammer Time Funk? The Earth Goddess, how are you? Says greetings and rich rising and Atmos. It's been a few minutes since I caught alive. I'm truly happy to see you're still thriving in these YouTube streets. Indeed. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. West Coast Bells, what's up? Hey, congratulations once again on your 5,000 subs. Y'all make sure if y'all have not subscribed to West Coast Bells, y'all go over to their channel. Those are twin sisters, and they be on it, y'all. They talk about some really great subjects, some really great topics. They do celebrity news, and they come from a twin perspective. It's pretty cool. I love their channel. T Jones, what up? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate y'all. All right, y'all. So let's get into this. Let me play this real quick. And we're going to get into this. If y'all don't mind hitting that like button for your bro, I would definitely appreciate it, okay? Hold one moment. Let me pull this up. Boom. Is it over here?
So soft and so smooth. I'm starting to get carried away.
Hold on. Let me come over here.
Mr. Smooth Bear.
Designed with smooth tear edges, new Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear has wavy perforations that tear so much better for a smooth, more enjoyable go.
Mom, you okay in there?
I'm terrific.
Enjoy the go with Charmin.
A coast-to-coast investigation focused on two mansions owned by music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. Homeland Security agents raided his properties at the luxurious Star Island and another in Los Angeles. Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Jawan Strader. Well, tonight we're learning more about the reason for the search. Christian Colon is live at Star Island tonight with what we know so far. Christian.
Homeland Security agents have been here for over 6 hours. Why the raid is still happening is being kept very private. Sources close to the investigation tell us it has to do with trafficking and a sexual assault investigation.
Wow.
We have a warrant. Come out with your hands up. That is what federal officials are heard announcing through this video obtained by NBC6.
Casi como 10 carros. Primero iban unos camiones grandes y fue cuando entraron a la casa y rompieron las puertas. Los portones salieron volando.
Giovanni Coelho tells NBC6 over 10 police cars and trucks busted through the main gates of producer and music icon Sean Diddy Combs.
Yeah, you see him walking around sometimes?
Yeah, I see him with a girl, you know, walking, doing exercise, jogging, doing something,
Is it surprising? I mean, the investigation deals with like sexual trafficking, sexual assault.
Yeah, like I never thought that because he seems like a regular person, but you never know, you know.
NBC6 cameras also capturing Homeland Security agents walking through the more than $30 million home with paper bags and walking out carrying multiple boxes and laptops.
The fact that Diddy's home was raided means that agents for Homeland Security were able to show probable cause that a crime was committed and that evidence of that alleged crime would be found at these homes.
Sources close to the investigation say police seized phones from the Star Island home, adding the raids are part of a sex trafficking warrant from New York Southern District.
The speed at which it appears these raids were conducted suggests that agents were concerned that they needed to secure evidence quickly and prevent anyone from destroying evidence before they got there.
The chaos also happening across the country. Heavily armed teams sweeping through Combs' posh Los Angeles property this afternoon, guns drawn. This is the latest legal trouble for the 54-year-old. Last year, Combs' ex-partner, R&B singer Cassie, filing a lawsuit in New York. She was seeking $30 million, alleging physical and sexual abuse as well as sex trafficking. They settled for an undisclosed amount. Several other women came forward with similar accusations.
And tonight, sources also say that Diddy was in the area when the raids were happening here in Miami. As far as neighbors, they also tell me they just saw him yesterday walking around. Diddy has not commented on today's raids. We're live on Star Island tonight. Christian Colon, NBC6 News.
So, y'all, there was a lot of fake news that came out yesterday. If this is the case, because there was people saying that he was going to some island and all that kind of stuff. That's why sometimes, y'all, when y'all don't see me jump straight on like I used to just jump straight. What's up, Just V? What's going on? Thank you, Just V. Frankie and Johnny Golden Doodles, good morning. How you doing? That's why sometimes I've learned over experience to hold off before you just jump straight out there, because there was a lot of people saying that he was on an island yesterday and they was tracking his plane. Now they just said that he was actually in the area. That's why sometimes for all of y'all bloggers out there, sometimes it's good not to jump straight on as soon as some news come out. I know it's all about I want to get the most views and it's hot right now. It's in the algorithm. I get it. But the worst thing is when you got to come back and say, you know what? I gave wrong information. I've learned. I've done that before. So I've learned to just kind of hold off a little bit with doing that. Okay. So, yeah. So y'all look, I really wanted to come on here and give people an opportunity to speak about this, because I think a lot of people have a lot of opinions about it. And one thing about my channel is I try to be fair. I try to give people the opportunity to express themselves without saying, oh, you're wrong. I mean, it's nothing wrong. Your opinion is not wrong. Your opinion is your opinion, right? So I want to respect everybody's opinion about this here. You know, what's up, Glam Libra? How you doing? Good morning. Thanks for coming in. Miss Miss Mo says, I'm jumping, I'm leaping, Superman flying on him, being guilty. Oh boy, here we go. Don't make me call Levi Miss Mo. But no, y'all, like this right here is really, really, really a serious situation, because we read the I believe what's call it a motion or whatever that was that the guy put in the allegations, where he put in about what he saw. He had in his possession videotapes of R. Kelly abusing these women. He had in his possession videotape, not R. Kelly. I'm sorry. Damn, it's so close, right? Y'all, and I'm going to say this. P. Diddy actually managed, in my opinion, to surpass R. Kelly when it came to all this crazy stuff. He actually managed to make me look at R. Kelly's situation and be like, damn, he won't nowhere close to as bad as P. Diddy was. I didn't see nothing about R. Kelly shooting nobody. I didn't see nothing about R. Kelly beating nobody up. I didn't see nothing about R. Kelly. I'm just being, it make you feel like, damn, the man did get 30 some years for what? So if R. Kelly got 30 some years for what he did, and then we found out it was a whole bunch of lies that came out about that kind of stuff and all this, it's so much. We're not going to get into that. We'll be here all morning. However, if he got 30 years for that, what the hell P. Diddy going to get? What he going to get? Right? This is crazy. They say, Just V, P. Diddy was sexing kids too. They say he was sexing Justin Bieber when he was a kid and Usher. So, I mean, we got to be fair here. We got to be fair. How would we know if Puffy was even questioned? We don't, Glamrilla. That's why I let people have their own opinion over here. I'm not going to run to judgment and say the man is guilty. But what I will say is that the allegations that are out against him and the vast quantity of allegations against him is crazy. It's crazy. Now Diddy running the enterprise. Man, listen. Just V says, I want to know what they were searching for at the house. They had to be searching for probably for the evidence that the dude said was there. Or maybe some of the witnesses or people. So they got something. They found, they was looking for something there, that's for sure. Probably the videotapes, probably all the devices. I saw, say 100 devices, right? But y'all, this is really, 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 really serious, right? Puffy, yeah, he is part of the elite. That's true. That's true. He is part of the elite. Now there was some other stuff that I did receive, about this here that, okay, here's another thing that shows him in handcuffs. I seen that. A lot of stuff y'all already seen, so I don't want to put the same thing up, right? A lot of y'all have already seen, yesterday was the internet was flooded with, so I don't want to play the same stuff y'all saw yesterday. My main purpose in coming on here was I wanted y'all to actually, okay, so here's another thing here, news break. So let me pull this up. I want y'all to see this. So a lot of these news places got conflicting stories. Let me pull this up real quick while I'm in here. Come over here. Pull this up. Okay. So let me update this. Okay. Fallout. OG, Bobby. Home jet. Okay, Diddy's private jet tracked to Caribbean island. Plane left hours before feds raided mogul's mansion. Okay, hold on. Okay, it should be in my inbox. Here we go. All right, let me pull this up, y'all. Let's pull this up and let's read this real quick. Real quick. Hold on. Let's go over here. Okay. So it says here, this was an article that just came in. It says Diddy's private jet tracked to Caribbean island. Let me go up here. So it says it was tracked to a Caribbean island. The plane left hours before the feds raided mogul's mansion. So Diddy's private jet left Los Angeles this morning and has been tracked down to a Caribbean island, Radar.com has learned. So Radar.com put that information out. The embattled music mogul's Gulfstream 5, named the Love Air LLC jet, is on the ground in Antigua. Okay. So it says here, based on records obtained by TMZ, the jet started making moves on Sunday. It first left from Sacramento Executive Airport and then landed in Palm Springs, California. Oh, y'all, Palm Springs is beautiful. I don't know if y'all have been to Palm Springs, but that's a very beautiful place. Later, the jet took off from Palm Springs and landed in Van Nuys Airport. The plane left Los Angeles. Hold on. What happened? Okay. I went too far. All right, the plane landed in Palm Springs, left in Los Angeles this morning around 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and traveled to Argentina. Oh, wow. Look at this. They got somebody with their hands behind their head and everything. Oh, wow. Okay. It is unclear if Diddy was on the plane, but he was not seen in cuffs at the raid on the Los Angeles mansion, despite his sons Justin and King both being taken away by police. As Radar.com previously reported, Diddy's home in Los Angeles and Miami were swarmed by feds earlier today. I guess this was put out yesterday. Then the raids are related to sex trafficking investigation launched by the FBI after multiple women came forward with allegations against Diddy in various civil lawsuits. A rep for Homeland Security Investigations told Radar.com that earlier today, Homeland Security Investigations, HSI New York, executed law enforcement actions as part of an ongoing investigation with assistance from HSI Los Angeles, HSI Miami, and our local law enforcement partners. We will provide further information as it comes available. Diddy has yet to speak about the raids on his homes. The drama started November 23rd. November 2023, when Diddy's ex-girlfriend Cassie filed a bombshell lawsuit accusing him of rape, abuse over a decade-long relationship. Diddy denied the allegations, but quickly settled with Cassie. Now, here's my thing, y'all. Here's my thing. I want y'all to really think about this. Okay? I want you to put your thinking caps on really quick. Okay? The lawsuit was already out, right? Everybody already read it. It's already out there. So my question is this. If it's already out there, your business is out there, why would you settle with her if you're not guilty? And in my opinion, it's because she was about to release more information that would have proved her allegations, and he did not want that to come forth. Because a lot of times people will settle before something gets released and comes out because they're trying to save their business, their reputation, they don't want to ruin their sponsors, or whatever it is. They'll be told, hey, you need to go ahead and settle this, get it out the way. But in this particular case, everything was already out. So what was the need to go ahead and pay her? You did not want her to release other things. Okay? Let me read what some of y'all got to say. Hold on, let me see. Okay, cool. Let me read what some of y'all got to say here. Let me see. I don't see anything in this case like R. Kelly. Diddy is a mess. He's a lot worse than R. Kelly. I agree he's worse than R. Kelly. I agree. West Coast Bell says, I believe every word. Just V said, the producer said Diddy grabbed him by the anus. That seems kind of hard to do. Glam Libra said Puff's days are numbered. The powerful are not happy with him after he sued them. Just V said people were saying he was in Jamaica because of something Young Miami's friend posted. Frankie John, in my opinion, there was no kids involved with Mr. Kelly. A lot of lies on Mr. Kelly. West Coast Bell says Palm Springs gets hotter than I think you might try to say Las Vegas. Lord, I love Palm Springs. Oh, me too. West Coast Bells, I won a vacation to Palm Springs for 3 days. Let me tell you something. Oh, it was a beautiful place. Beautiful place. Glam Libra said when Homeland Security is involved, some type of trafficking. Indeed. Cherie Harris, what up? T. Jones says, R. Kelly said, hello, Diddy. West Coast Bell said, we've been hearing things about Diddy for a long time. Okay. Glam Libra said, exactly. She had plenty of proof, and so does others involved. Exactly. I agree. And so what the lawyers probably said, listen, you either going to settle with her now, or we going to unleash the Kraken. And when we unleash the Kraken, you know they about to crack down on you. Okay? Let me finish reading this article, y'all. It says, but Diddy denied the allegations, but quickly settled. Okay? Hold on. Okay, cool. But quickly settled. At the time, Diddy's lawyer, Frank Braffman, said about the settlement, just so we're clear, a decision to settle a lawsuit especially in 2023, is in no way an admission of wrongdoing. Bull crap. Bull crap. Bull crap. Mr. Combs' decision to settle the lawsuit does not in any way undermine his flat-out denial of the claims. He is happy they got a mutual settlement and wishes to Miss Ventura the best. A couple of weeks later, Diddy was hit with 2 new lawsuits by women who claimed the mogul sexually assaulted them. A 4th accuser came forward in December and claimed she was only 17. Who just said that he didn't mess with Diddy didn't mess with no kids? Really, Just V? Really? Yes, he did. Just when Diddy and former Bad Boy Entertainment president assaulted her in a recording studio. Diddy spoke out after the 4th woman and came forward. He said enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. He added, sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. Nigga, please. Please. You guilty as hell. He added, sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Yeah. Last month, producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones sued Diddy, claiming the musician sexually harassed him while working on the Love album. He demanded $30 million in damages. Diddy's lawyer blasted the lawsuit. Okay? So that's that, y'all. Of course, 50 Cent is roasting P. Diddy. Claims FBI agents don't come unless they got a case. Oh, that's true. Oh, yeah, they not coming unless they got something. Let me read what some of y'all got to say. Let's see here. Exactly. We've been here for a long time. Diddy, he knew what he was doing. Absolutely. Miss Mo said the rich love nothing more than to drag people through litigation. If they know the case is legitimate, him settling told me what I needed to know. Exactly. What's going on, Miss Angie? What's good with it? Hey, y'all, if y'all have not subscribed to Miss Angie, our channel by Angie, man, y'all are missing out. You talking about entertainment. You talking about she's an actual lawyer who actually breaks down the case and can come from a comical view and a legal view at the same time. But don't play with her because she will cut your neck off. Don't play with her. She ain't no joke, okay? Shout out Miss Angie, y'all. Go subscribe to her channel. It's called Our Channel by Angie. Poverty Sauce. What up? Diddy in Tapacom, Mexico. Okay, cool. Miss Mo said Our Channel by Angie. Hey, girl, you going live today? Yeah, she got to go live. She got to go live today. So, y'all, listen. So, I wanted to put up a call-in number. I got about 20 minutes before I got to go to work. Does anyone want to call in and express yourself about what's going on? Whether you are for Diddy or against Diddy, it don't matter to me. I'm pretty open to people's opinions. If you want to call in, the number is at the bottom. 404-820-2068 is a caller number. Once again, the caller number is 404-820-2068. If you want to call in and sound off on this topic. What is your opinion about this? Do you believe that he's done? Do you think that these are just allegations? But I could tell you, when they're coming up in your cribs and they hitting both of your cribs at the same exact time, oh, they looking for something. T. Jones says, number 1, R. Kelly and now Diddy. I know Jay-Z is nervous. Ooh, man, listen. T. Jones, I think you on to something. And don't be surprised if a lot of these celebrities start getting wrapped up in this stuff, y'all. All right, we got a call coming through. Y'all, hold on. Thanks for calling the Atmos Love Zone. Who we got on the phone?
This is Miss Mo.
Miss Mo, what up? Let me make sure I can hear you. Okay, I think we can hear you. Go ahead and speak your mind. Sound off.
One, I think, and Angie will probably be able to speak to this better than me, but based upon my understanding of things, in order to get a search warrant, especially one for multiple locations, They have to go before a judge and present facts that they've already collected, testimony and such, to say we have a reason that says that we need to go into these homes. So already they are always sitting on information that is damning and that would be consistent with what it needs in order to get an indictment, in order to go into his homes in the first place. So, you know, some people who are saying, well, he didn't do anything or they don't have any proof, whatever. All we know is that they at least had enough that a judge was willing to offer them a search warrant, multiple search warrants, in order to go into those homes. So let's, you know, of course, it remains to be seen exactly what those things were, but they're certainly going to come to pass. If we also remember back to the R. Kelly case, it was not very long after they started looking into his homes and going into his storages and different sorts of things. I'm not getting the timeline exactly correct. But once they kept picking him up and, you know, charging him with small things, eventually it continued to escalate. Why? Because the investigation was already underway. So I think that people who are going, and I'm specifically going to call out Mr. Levi, who tried to come at me again yesterday, because he always wants to smoke, and I'm always accepting any and all smoke. But to automatically say, well, we're just jumping to a conclusion. No, we're actually following the facts. Now, again, for me, I can already tell y'all, I'm locked in to follow the whole thing through. I want transcripts. Get your Diddy voice ready, admin.
We're going to get it. We're going to get it. We're going to throw down on this one.
If it goes down, like, I absolutely, you know, want to hear all of the facts. But even what we've seen out of the lawsuits, the constant rumors, the constant allegations, it does mirror R. Kelly's situation in a lot of ways, because we've heard the rumors for literally decades. Decades we've heard rumors of all kinds of inappropriate things, and now at least the government had enough that they were able to come forward. Now, him traveling and that sort of thing, let's keep in mind, and y'all know I can always support people on both sides. He might be a monster to some people, but to his kids, that's my dad.
Correct.
Right?
Right.
So we also have the situation at play where, I don't mean any harm, if I had that kind of money or if I didn't have money, if I have kids and I know that a raid is about to take place at the properties where they lay their heads,
I'm going to let my kids know.
Do that kind of, yeah, and I'm also, if I can, I'm going to get them out of that situation. Go stay with your grandma, go on a vacation, and I'm going to try to keep them as far removed from that circumstance as possible. Now, I know his two older kids, who are, again, adults, they were there for whatever reason. Perhaps they have the ability to make those kinds of choices, right, if they want to be there. But think about his twins, at least, they're in high school. He has other kids that are in, you know, grade school still. Why would I want to leave them there if I can possibly shield them from that, take them out? It's a common spring break time of year as well. You know, a lot of schools are on spring break at this period of time. So even if he is in, you know, Antigua or what have you, if I were him, I would probably want to get my children away from that circumstance as well. Mind you, it's going to be bad enough that they're going to see it all over the news, and they've already been hearing rumors, and who knows what people have been saying or doing. But I don't think that it's appropriate for us to assume that he's on the run, or to question why he would go out of town, or to make insinuations about that. You know, that's just a privilege that he has by proxy of the money, but also he's still a father too. You know, it's the same thing we see with Sam and the Bull. You know, his daughter that's still their dad. You know, all of those mob wives, that's still their dad, even though they may have been known for notorious things. So that's where I kind of draw the line, and I say if he is away, and, you know, all of those locations where he would be, of course, are locations where he can be extradited back or whatever. Also, he's going to be a really, really hard person to hide. Let's be very clear. He is a worldwide star. So if he were to try to go on the run, I think, unless he went to somewhere like Russia or somewhere where we don't have any sorts of agreement to send people back, I think it would be pretty easy to locate, much like Russell Simmons was. I just wanted to come on and say that. I'll also say, Mr. Levi, you have to stop being an apologist for people who hurt our community and hurt other people. That is where I can understand you supporting R. Kelly. Diddy is a whole nother situation. Unless you know him personally as well, I do not understand why your first response to these sorts of allegations are to protect the alleged predator and to give no care whatsoever to the victims, what they may have gone through, or even to be able to look at the facts of what is already before us. I can understand not jumping to a conclusion or saying, I'm going to stay in the middle, but he came out yesterday hard and strong, in my opinion, in defense of Diddy and saying that just because we are black, that we are, ready to go against this black man. No, we're saying that if someone has been harmful to us and our community, and when I say us, I mean the greater community at large, then they should be held accountable, even if they're rich, even if they're black, even if they're a black man. So I think that as a person of high moral fiber, as you present to me, I think it would be very wise of you to take the moral high ground, because you're not going to be able to hide behind a relationship with this particular person. It's just going to be a very forward and direct support of predatory behavior. And I don't think you want to be on that side of history. But I'll check you next time, Mr. Levi. We'll go to war if we need to go to war about it, because I already feel like I'm going to make some of those very same arguments.
You know he going to respond.
And I want him to.
Yes.
That's exactly what I want him to say, whatever he needs to say, because I am always very interested in his perspective as to why he feels that, some of these people deserve our support, and also why he, as a person who is very respectful of women, as he said, and his raising and things that I respect deeply, why does he veer so far away from that when it comes to accusations of sexual assault? Why does he not have respect for what that can do to a person? And why does he not acknowledge that things do go bump in the night? There are predators. There are people who use their power and their money in evil ways, and why shouldn't those individuals be held to account when they do? Because the way he talks about it, if he heard that same story had happened out in the hood, you know what I'm saying? He would be the first one saying, see, the black community is in such disarray and whatever, and all these people need to be held, and they don't know how to keep their community, and look at how awful they are. He would be saying that if it was someone who was just around the corner, but because it's Diddy or because it's a person of influence, he automatically decides to defend them. And with all due respect, Diddy doesn't need to defend from anyone. He has enough money that he can give Don Jean, Kenny, and everybody else to side with him if he wants to, so he can have them support him and his family and his friends. Why do you, Mr. Levi, choose to side with predators at every single turn? Alleged predators, if that makes you feel better. Why?
All right, let me jump in a little bit now. I love you like a sister. And I'll let you speak your.
Yeah, we good.
Now, just in general, for Levi, I don't think he meant. I heard what he said. He was on Larry's live. I heard him say, well, I think was it Larry or Angela? I think it was Larry's. But I did hear him say more so we just shouldn't jump to conclusions before everything come out. I think that's what he was saying. But I get what you're saying too. His initial support went behind Diddy as opposed to just a neutral level of support to say, I don't know who's guilty, who's not. I get what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying.
And here's the thing. He absolutely did say that, right? He said we shouldn't jump to conclusions. Even in this conversation right here, I agree with him in that point. However, he then followed it up with all these comments about the black community turning against, people, and, how do we even know anything ever occurred, so on and so forth. And some of the other statements he made, to me, helped to suggest that he was riding the same wave as he has in R. Kelly case, to still say, to err on the side of, if we have to say 50% in a feather one way or the other, he's 50% in a feather, at least, in defense of him, as opposed to, if you're going to stay in the middle, then stay right down the middle. And he should have left it at that. We should not jump to conclusions. I want to see this thing through. And, there is evidence that he won't even acknowledge that there is already evidence and lawsuits and allegations that have been settled that suggest that there could be something, as well as he doesn't acknowledge. He was even saying that and maybe I heard that wrong, but he was saying that even the way that they were searching his home was overkill. What? Overkill? When someone of this status has all of their huge homes raided,
Wasn't it like a 10,000? How many square feet was that? It's a $40 million house, right?
Yes.
They said it's gonna take them days to search.
It's going to take them days to scour that entire thing. So, yeah, they do have a setup. And, yeah, they do have cameras. The same way that we saw the cameras taking R. Kelly away from, I believe it was Tyler when he got picked up. The same way we had cameras standing outside of the jail when he was released multiple times prior to him being fully convicted. The same way that we had camera crews and sectors like this following his entire trial. These things are not overkill. This is what comes with the cost of celebrity. This is what comes with the cost of having a federal investigation clearly underway. This is what comes with the cost of being associated with a prolific murder. Sorry to use that term on your channel. But Tupac, right? These are the things that come with years and decades of allegations surrounding you. That's what comes with it. And more so, that's what comes with it when you do not turn from the behavior that people are sounding an alarm on. This is what happens when you are essentially a rich adult bully. That's what happens. So, no, it's not overkill for the government to be in his home. It's not overkill for them to be searching it out. It's not overkill for them to have, tables set out and that they're marking and tagging items from your home. That is what happens. When people say, leave me alone, let me go in peace, I don't want to be in a relationship with you, I don't want to have freak-offs with you, and I don't want to find people online in order to do them, and I don't want to have interactions, romantic interactions with people that I do not know. When they say that, you say, sure, because in situations like R. Kelly, in situations like Diddy, those individuals had at their disposal individuals who may have absolutely had those same fetishes, and they would have done it willingly. He could have gotten on any stage in America and said, anybody who's into XYZ fetish, meet me at the side door, and had consensual interaction that same exact way. Those were at his disposal, but that wasn't enough. This is a matter of control based upon the allegations and the lawsuits that have been settled by him, by the way. He had every opportunity, and at his disposal, hundreds and thousands of people worldwide would have done all of those things consensually with him.
The fact that you allegedly forced... Yeah, I got you. Allegedly.
But again, let's talk about the settled lawsuit, though.
Yeah, that's not alleged.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not alleged.
That's not, and that's what I'm referring to.
Right.
Right. The things that I'm making these accusations about, these are things that have been settled.
Right.
There's a problem there.
There's a problem
there. So why didn't you use that same? It wasn't overkill to do these things. It wasn't. That's not overkill to Mr. Levi, but the government showing up is overkill. And for us saying, hey, there's been a whole lot of smoke, so we believe there's probably fire, that's overkill. We're doing too much.
Now, quick question, Miss Mo. Tell me if I'm wrong or if I'm right, because I know that you...
and then I'm going to jump off.
Okay, you good. I know you and Miss Angela are really, really excellent in breaking this stuff down legally. Would you say that he had to have an idea of what was about to drop before it dropped and decided to just ignore it before Cassie released that information to the public?
100%. One, and Angie probably be the better person. I hope she gets a chance to come up or either talk about it on her channel.
Yeah.
So my understanding of how things go, especially with high-powered attorneys, the same way if you think about one of Mr. Levi's favorite, who he claimed he doesn't like, but he also apologizes for his behavior quite a bit, Donald Trump. When you're that rich, there's kind of, you have these attorneys and things like that, and they tend to kind of reach out to you in advance. Hey, just so you know, an indictment's coming down. Hey, you need to turn yourself in. How can we get you to come in voluntarily? Those things tend to happen.
And he blew it off.
Quite frankly, even in the hood. That's the reason why we hear in the hood, you'll hear, hey, we hear indictment's about to come down, indictment's about to come down. You hear that all the time, right? So, of course, someone of his stature would know. Even so, even if that had not taken place, I knew it was coming. Why? Because Keefe D has been doing interviews accusing him of these things for years.
Years. What's up, Medina Campbell?
At a minimum. At a minimum, you have to know, when you hear, even on the news, when I can surmise, hey, this person has a proffer agreement, they've now gotten picked up. Proffer agreements say you get one time to tell us the facts, and you better tell us the truth. everything thereafter, if you change your story, your proffer agreement's dead. Guess what? Right there, that has opened up a window. Once KCD got picked up, it opened up a window for a lot of information to come forward, and therefore he should have been shaking in his boots and lawyering up from that moment forward. Then you have the Cassie case that comes forward. The whole entire world. He saw the play-by-play of what happened, even though he didn't have a documentary, Mr. Levi. He did have a nationwide scandal. He has seen what happens in the R. Kelly case. Once everyone's involved and it's now public knowledge, at least somebody's going to come start checking and knocking on doors. This is not going to be the first time that this has occurred. So absolutely, I believe that he had a heads up. Also, I think it's not a good, he would have known, of course, that something was down the pipe. He has those types of attorneys that, let me tell you what, if I'm cutting the type of checks that he's cutting to attorneys, you better give me a heads up.
Right.
If you know what I'm saying? Like, you better give me something. So yes, I absolutely believe that he knew in advance. And if he's just not a stupid person, and I don't believe that he is, he looked around and saw that there was so much coming forward that there's eventually at least a point where the government's going to feel compelled to try to make good on this, at least for public opinion.
Okay. And just before you get off, I think that he knew the reason why he settled Cassie so quick is because she probably had the most damaging stuff against him, and he knew she had it.
Well, she said in the lawsuit that she has cell phones. She has own cell phones. She has her mom has footage apparently of some of the things that have taken place. So at that point, I believe that his attorneys, as they should have, they usually sit down with the opposing side and pretty much, what do you got? What do you got?
Right.
I don't think you have anything.
Right.
And whatever they flipped that folder open and showed him was enough to say, cut whatever check she asked for and let me get out of this.
What they call a deposition? You think it went that far?
All of those sorts of, it could have. Again, Angie's probably the better person to look at that. But again, there's something there that gave him enough to say it's better to settle.
Of course.
Because and that's one of the things, and he even said that Russell Simmons gave him that feedback at one point. And Russell Simmons said it on camera one time. He said, if someone tries to sue me and it's illegitimate, he said, I will drag them through litigation as long as possible until I bankrupt them.
Of course.
And him and Diddy were laughing and kind of saying, yep, that's the advice that I got. So if you've been using that advice for this long, why now have you all of a sudden changed? And not just changed a little bit, changed to the tune of $30 million. I don't care how rich you are. You feel $30 million coming out of your bank account.
Oh, of course.
You feel $30 million.
Yeah.
You're not coming up off that easy.
Miss Angie said, Atlas, did you see
people? I might give you 6 figures. I might give you $1 million, right? Because that's small potatoes to me, just for you to get out of the way. That's when you're just saying, look, get out of my way. I don't even want to hear about this.
Right.
But when you come up on the amounts that we're talking about, and you do it in record speed, you pretty much threaten her.
Okay.
Hey, go ahead and do whatever you want to do. Because Cassie said, they reached out to him in advance of filing and gave him a warning. Either you come down and you negotiate.
There you go. Miss Angie said she don't think he was deposed, though. Okay.
Oh, and he doesn't have to be.
Right.
He doesn't have to be.
Right.
But some evidence had to be presented to him to make it feel like that was worthwhile. That was the best decision in this circumstance, is for me to fork over $30 million or however much that settlement was. There have been people Lil Rod. He came for, we saw his interview where he flat out said that Diddy used the pew-pew on somebody inside of one of his homes. Lil Rod just said that in multiple interviews, and these are things that have even been said years prior to these sorts of situations happening. All of these people have been lying for that long with the same MO, just like R. Kelly. Same MO over and over and over and over for decades at a time. And then you keep saying no. And again, these are people that don't know each other. These are people that are from different decades and different generations. These are people that wouldn't have had interactions with each other. They're not all lying.
They're not all lying. Right. Well, there's smoke, there's fire.
They're not. There's and let me tell you, smoke was billowing out of that Miami home. and smoking a billion out of the LA home. There is a lot of smoke here, and we have seen just way, way too much of this. And we cannot continue to stand by and make excuses, because these are the things, actually, Mr. Levi, that I would say when you hear this replay, these are the things that hurt our community. Allowing trauma to exist, providing space for it to continue in our society, those are the things that have this trickle-down effect that affect our communities. This is what makes it difficult. This is why we're having a tough time navigating our lives. This is the reason why we're having a tough time being able to bounce back, because you're creating depression, you're creating PTSD, you're creating trauma on top of trauma that then continues to go throughout our communities, and you're terrorizing people to make sure that they stay in their trauma instead of allowing them to heal from it. With all due respect, after he got finished dealing with all of those women or whoever it was that he was dealing with in a negative way, if he had won, hey, I'm going to give you this little piece of money because of my actions, and I'm going to make sure that you get a lifetime of therapy. All these, he could have set them up to not be as angry with him as they are now. What he did is he created this set of micro enemies that he thought that he would always be a step ahead of. He thought he would always have more power and control than them. And then over time, thanks to society changing, the Me Too movement, all these other things, that has slowly been broken down. And now the little people, or as Mr. Levi, he likes to quote the Bible, so I'll go there. The last shall be first.
First shall be last.
Shall be last.
Right.
And that's what seems like is happening now. He thought that they would always be last. And now these smaller voices have been given what they need in order to come forward and protect themselves and defend themselves and to say, I have been mistreated. I have been traumatized by someone from my own community. That's what tears us down. Not the trash on the sidewalks that Mr. Levi says is in every black community. Not the, you know what I'm saying? Not the homes not being in the condition that he would like them to be in, and not a slurry of other things that he speaks negatively about our community having as a byproduct of just being black people, not being, he said that we don't want to work, we don't want to do all these other things. That's the result of us all just being black. No. When you're causing trauma to people who are trying to get out of that circumstance, why aren't you holding them accountable?
And that's facts.
Thing, but I'll catch him the next time.
Okay. Thank you so much for sounding off, Miss Mo. I appreciate you.
Y'all have a good one.
You too. All right. If anybody else want to call in and sound off. What is your opinion about this Sean Combs home raided, sons in custody? Is it over for him? Call in. I think I saw a number call in from Colorado. Whoever, call in right now. The number's on the screen, 404-820-2068. Once again, the number's 404-820-2068. If you want to call in and sound off, I got about another 10 minutes before I gotta go. I'm gonna give y'all another 10 minutes. If I want to call in and sound off, call in. Yes. What's up, Medina Campbell? How are you? So I'm gonna read some of y'all messages here. Miss Angie said, we look for your attorney on record. Okay, don't think he was deposed. Glenn Libra said the feds investigated the people around Puff and they started singing like songbirds. That's there you go. She said he read her paperwork against him. Indeed. Grace Rodriguez, what's up, Grace Rodriguez? Says, I don't know. They let Trump get away with breaking the law. Why can he still run for president? Man, that's a whole nother live. Grace Rodriguez. That's a whole nother live. If anybody else want to call in and sound off on this topic, this is your opportunity. 404-820-2068. Call in. Man, Miss Mo really did lay it out though. So I'm sure Levi's definitely going to respond to that. But y'all listen, this is real though. We do look at our African American celebrities as heroes, right? And sometimes we do tend to overlook what they do because we think, okay, they made it. Leave them alone. You're just picking on them because they got money or whatever. But in this case, And also, I gotta, in the R. Kelly case too, there was evidence that came out that made the spotlight get pointed on those individuals. Now, as far as P. Diddy goes, I didn't see as many people come out talking about they had evidence against him. However, here we go. Thanks for calling the Atmos Love Zone. Sound off.
Hey, good morning. It's your West Coast Bells.
What up, West Coast Bells? How you doing?
It's Misha. I'm good. How are you?
What's up, Misha? Go ahead and sound off.
You know what? I think that people say, it is, they're trying to take down the black man. They're trying to take down the black man, and they give all these examples of powerful black men that are being taken down in the height of their careers and things like that. But they're not saying that they are actually doing things that are getting them taken down. And also, why is this not happening to the black woman? Okay? Like why are the powerful black women not being accused of racketeering and having enterprises where they are SAing people and hiring S workers to, do that? Why is it only the men? Like, nobody ever says these things about the women, except for was it Giselle in that
Maxwell, the white, but she was what? She wasn't black.
Yeah, she wasn't black. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, all they want to do is take down the black man, but the black woman is supposed to be the least protected person in this world. Why are these things not happening or being said, about black women? So that's all I had to say.
You know what? You make a good point, because when they talked about what's her name? Will Smith wife.
Jada.
Yeah, with the little young boy August Alsina when he was younger or whatever. They touched on it, but they never blew that up.
Right, and it was said that she had dealt with one of the crisscross members when he was underage.
Okay.
Too,
Yeah.
And it just never gets blown up to the extent that it does
A celebrity black man.
Men, and I believe it's because the men are doing this exponentially compared to the women's and compared to the women. And when it comes down to it, younger men will brag about dealing with an older woman and never feel like they were taken advantage of at one point. And then younger women will brag about being with older men and then at one point feel like they were taken advantage of.
You know what? You make a really great point, because lately I have been seeing a lot more of not celebrity, but school teachers, women, school teachers, messing around with elementary kid, school, middle school kids, high school kids. There was a story that came out the other day where a teacher, and this was a black woman, put a hickey on the neck of, I think it was a high schooler, put a hickey on his neck. So it's crazy stuff like that. But like you said, it's not blown up. And have you seen the sentences that some of these teachers get when they sexually assault these kids, or they get involved with these kids? They get like probation.
Yes.
1 year. Yes. They got to register as a sex offender. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. And then the one, I think it was, oh my God, I don't want to give the wrong name, but I know that she was dealing with an eighth grader, and then when she got out of jail 4 or 5 years later, they got married. Like, they literally, he was 18, they got married.
Wow. Well, he was 18. Nothing you can do, but godly. Ugh.
Right, and she had gone to jail for dealing with him while he was underage, and when she finished her sentence, they actually got married.
Wow.
I'm gonna send you that story, bro.
Wow. Now you know they got some religions out here where men are still they're protected by religion. But they're allowed to grown men be with younger girls and stuff like that. Religious, and they say that's their religious right. There's some. I don't know if it's the Mormon people or not, but there's some religions, especially it's really vast out in Utah, where you got these grown men that's got these 12, 13-year-old, 14-year-old girls pregnant, having kids, and they got multiple wives. It's crazy.
Yes, and I've seen some of the weddings, like, the internet allows you to see everything all over the world, even the things that you don't want to see. So, unfortunately, I have been exposed to seeing, like, a 60-year-old man marrying, like, a 12-year-old, and she looks disgusted, like, like, seriously looks disgusted. And he wants to reach in for a kiss. And she's like, just.
Well, hold on. You said you witnessed or you saw something on the internet. How did?
No, not personally witnessed. I witnessed on the internet. I've been able to, see things, on via the internet that I would not normally see in real life.
Right.
So yeah, I've seen a really old man marrying a really young girl. And she looks completely disgusted. Wow. Like, those videos are out there.
Wow, that's gross. That's gross. Well, look, West Coast Bells, listen.
I just wanted to sound off and say, these men are doing these things. So that's why they being accused, because the women are getting accused too, but not to the extent that the men are. And there's evidence out there. So they're doing something, where there is smoke, there is fire.
Indeed.
That's all.
Hey, listen, congratulations on reaching your 5K. Y'all, go subscribe to her channel. What's your channel? Put your link in the chat.
We are at West Coast Bells. So it's West Coast Bells, and it's 3 words, and you can find us that way. You can find us that way because we are the only West Coast Bells on the internet, and that's what it is. It's out there and stuck. We're almost at 6,000 now.
Woo!
So those wedding videos hit.
That's awesome. Hey, congratulations, man. Keep growing.
We got a 500K on one of the wedding video reels. So
500K.
Yes, and they love it. And thank you so much for shouting us out, bro. We love you.
Always. I love y'all too.
All right.
Peace out.
Bye.
All right. Thank you, West Coast Bells, for sounding off. Y'all, I got to go to work now. Man, this thing, everybody coming in now. But listen, if you didn't get to see this, what's up, DV Wild? What's up, bro? What's up, Andrew Staples? Just V said, let me read some of y'all comments here. Just V said the lady was Mark K. Let you know, she had 2 babies with him after a long time. They finally got divorced. Okay. Miss Mo says at Miss Love, think about Joe Morrissey in Virginia. He married that young black girl, and he's been in our state legislature for years. Wow. Okay. So y'all listen. Be the Light. What's up, Be the Light? Be the Light said, my question is, why didn't the media and police bloggers and others take these allegations years ago? That's the issue I have. Right. Another thing, Be the Light, I want to talk about is, why did it take a docuseries for people to really take the R. Kelly situation serious too? That's another thing too that we've been talking about. I want to put out there, y'all. Why did it take a docuseries in order for that? For people to start taking the R. Kelly situation serious. And they need to really look into that more, of them entourage people that were surrounding him too. I do agree with that. Okay? And shout out to Mia, y'all. Be the Light daughter is still missing. Go back on my videos and y'all will see the interview I did with Be the Light. Her daughter is still missing. and there's multiple links to R. Kelly's people and his entourage that's linked to her being missing and not being heard from in over 5 years by her parents. So y'all please go back and check out my videos. Reach out to her. If y'all have heard anything about Mia, please do that for me. Okay? T. Jones said Jehovah's Witnesses religion protects predators as well. Scientology does protect predators. Oh my goodness. So y'all listen, I gotta go to work. Thank y'all for coming over. Please hit that like button on your way out. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank you for being supportive of the channel. We're gonna definitely do this again because I think a lot of people have a lot to say and they want to sound off on this subject. Okay, y'all have a blessed day. I will holler at y'all later on. Peace out.